Welcome to Chart of the Week for the week of November 15th. This week we'll look at the most recent foreclosure data for Colorado and look at a couple issues that weren't covered in the media. Third quarter foreclosure filings in Colorado fell 15% year over year, coming in at 10,587 filings for the third quarter this year, compared to 12,468 filings for the third quarter of last year. Foreclosure sales at auction, on the other hand, rose 18% year over year, rising to 6,629 sales this past quarter as compared to 5,618 sales during the same time last year. Both filings and sales rose from the second quarter to the third quarter, but it's not clear that this is a trend. Overall, we can see that over the past 12 to 18 months, there is a general trend in foreclosure filings that is down, while the overall trend in foreclosure sales is up. We can see this in the monthly data as well. Here we see that month to month among the metropolitan counties, filings are slowly moving down, and this is made a little more clear by the red line, which is a moving average that smooths out the totals a bit. Here we see that in the month-to-month data, the upward trend in foreclosure sales is less obvious than in the quarterly data. In fact, the moving average has hovered around 1,600 to 1,700 sales in the metro counties for about 9 months now. Nevertheless, in both the monthly and quarterly totals, 2010's year-to-date sales totals are up over 20% compared to 2009. So why is this? There are surely several reasons, but the rise in foreclosure sales is likely an indicator that the state hasn't worked through all the inventory new foreclosure filings that were brought into the foreclosure process last year. We can see here that during the second and third quarter of 2009, there were record numbers of new foreclosure filings with over 12,000 each quarter. Even with excellent foreclosure prevention efforts, this still means there are going to be a lot of properties that are going to have to work through the system, and many of them will end up going to sale at auction. It seems that we're in the midst of working through that inventory now. And finally, we see in the map where some of the highest foreclosure rates are right now. The orange and yellow counties have the lowest rates. This map is the current map for the third quarter of 2010. We can see that the entire Front Range of Colorado is in the top 2 quartiles for foreclosure rates. Many counties on the western slope are also in the top 2 quartiles, including Mesa, Delta, and Montrose counties. However, if we look at the same map with the same quartiles during the third quarter of 2007, we see a very different picture. We see that the top 2 quartiles are largely limited to counties near the Front Range in the Denver metro area. The western slope is totally within just the bottom 2 quartiles for foreclosure rates. Looking back to 2010 now, we see how foreclosures have spread to the western slope in the last 3 years. This year, Colorado will likely top 40,000, but is not likely to reach 2009's total. Foreclosure sales, though, are likely to come in near 2007's all-time high of more than 25,000 sales. Following 2 years of falling foreclosure sales totals, Colorado will likely finish the year with between 22,000 and 25,000 sales.